Subscribe to Gizmo Times and get notified about our latest videos by hitting the bell icon. Vivo India has launched their latest V9 smartphone with the 19:9 display with a 6.3-inch screen size. But the predecessor to this, the Vivo V7, wasn't a bad phone at all. Hey guys, this is Chetan for Gizmo Times, and today we are comparing the two smartphones from Vivo, the Vivo V9 and the Vivo V7. Firstly, starting with the design itself, there's quite a lot of change when you talk about the back of the phone, because the Vivo V9 comes with that glossy back which actually looks much better, although it is a fingerprint magnet, and that is what it differs from with the V7, because V7's black variant had a matte finish. Though it did not look bad, still when you compare that with the V9's glossy finish, it does look a bit less premium. With the size, because of the smaller screen size, the Vivo V7 obviously is a smaller phone. But then, comparatively, having an 18:9 aspect ratio for the display is making the phone a bit bigger when you talk about the screen to body ratio, with the Vivo V7 having 77.1% of screen to body ratio compared to the 85.2% of screen to body ratio on the Vivo V9. The V7 had a 5.7-inch display when compared to the 6.3-inch display on the V9. Also with the resolution, there's quite a lot of change, because the V7 had an 720 to 1440 pixels, that's the HD plus resolution, when compared to 1080 to 2280 pixels of the resolution on the V9. Next, with the power, the Vivo V7 had a Snapdragon 450 chipset, which was quite a decent performer, but then now you see the same chipset powering phones even priced below 10,000 rupees. But on the other side, the Vivo V9 comes with a Qualcomm Snapdragon 626 octa-core chipset that clocks at 2.2 GHz. For the amount of RAM, it's the same 4GB RAM on both, but the internal storage was 32GB on the V7 when compared to the 64GB on the V9. Both the phones come with a dedicated microSD card slot for the storage expansion, so that's a good thing, and that's a similarity between the two phones. For the OS, the V7 still runs the Android 7.1.2 Nougat based FunTouch OS 3.2, but the V9 comes with the new Android 8.1 Oreo based FunTouch OS 4.0 with a few improvements in the interface, but it is almost the same. One of the major differences is with the camera combination, where the rear camera here is a dual lens setup on the V9 with a 16 megapixel plus 5 megapixel combination, with that 16MP camera being the same on both the phones. But the addition of 5MP camera helps in the portrait shots and the background defocus. Also, the newer chipset also helps in a better video recording, so you see 4K videos not just with the rear camera but also with the front camera of the V9, but no 4K video was possible on the V7. For the sensors, one of the important sensors, that's the gyro sensor, is present only on the V9 and it was not a part of the phone in the V7. For the thickness, both the phones are the same with the 7.9mm of thickness, but then the V9 obviously is a bit heavier at 150 grams when compared to the 139 grams on the Vivo V7. So these were the major differences. We have used the cameras for quite some time, and I feel that the camera is almost the same when you talk about the selfie cameras, but then there's quite a lot of improvement with the selfie portraits on the V9. That might be due to the contribution from the chipset or the ISP helping in a better processing of the image. And finally, if we talk about the battery life, the Vivo V9 comes with a 3260 mAh battery when compared to the 3000 mAh battery on the Vivo V7. But then the battery life almost is the same, because the V9 is going to drain a lot of more battery because of the higher resolution display. So this was the overall comparison of the Vivo V9 versus the Vivo V7. If you are using a V7, you might have to consider the 19:9 aspect ratio of the display and also the increase in the performance because of the newer chipset. And if you're actually looking for a dual lens camera setup, then the Vivo V9 is something you should consider. Otherwise, the V7 is still quite a good phone. So this was the comparison between the V9 and the V7. If you have any other questions about these phones, do let me know, and stay tuned for the next video. Thank you for watching.